Welcome back, everybody, to the Windy City, Rainy City Major right now for the NXL 5th stop on the tour so far. We have some great semi-pro action headed to you with Pbfit, Noobies taking on versus Chicago Distortion. Arsenal here. It's very wet. I'm Vince, and Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Mike Jeffrey, and seen some great action so far. What was the one thing that you took away from that last semi-pro match we've seen?
Work on your snapshots, man. I mean, Jackson, Blast Camp able to absorb a lot of punches against, who did Blast Camp just bait?
Good question.
Phoenix Rising and that throw together team. And now I'm really excited for this one. Pbfit and Noobies, similar styles of play on this field, both trying to play controlled ball and win with shots off the break. Let's see who comes out and wins a breakout here.
All right, on the break right now for the Noobies, going heavy up into the center right now.
Pbfit running out to the snake corner with a big overslide. Noobies losing one off the center, but Pbfit also losing their snake corner as the rain pours down and things get muddy. Mike Mesa filling into the Dorito 1 for Noobies. They're also in the Dorito wedge to keep anyone from Pbfit from getting out wide. Pbfit in the snake side can. Colt Lukow in the back center. So loud, you can hear him so clearly in the booth over here. They're also in the Dorito can. Chavez all the way into the Dorito 3 in a boonie hat on the wrap.
Yeah,
two players walking off for the Noobies right now. So I think just two Noobies players left alive in the Dorito side wedge and the snake side can. They're crossed up. They're going to try to hold off the Pbfit advance.
Looks like it's, like I said, both teams kind of staying pocket, having a hard time getting out.
What's 4-on-2? Pbfit can take it if they want it, but they're content to roll their guns right now. They have Chavez in the Dorito 3. I think Colt thinks there's someone on the Dorito side for the Noobies, but there is not. Or he might be trying to rip a bounce shot.
Yeah, he's in Dorito 4 right now. So Dorito to Dorito happening right now. So player, I think it's Chavez in Dorito 4 for Pbfit.
Oh, so it's a 4-on-3 for Pbfit. So neither team wants to make the mistake in this first point. That first point lead is so critical. Pbfit, not much interest in moving out here on the snake side. The Noobies do have that Dorito side wedge from keeping anyone from getting into the snake. But this point is running long, so the pods are going to run low.
You see there on the bottom of Trent Mason's feet there, he has about 6-7 pods so far. He dumps another one, which right now the only issue with this rain that players are going to have is when they slide into bunkers, oversliding is a huge factor in which they may get shot. Not a mistake they want to make out here.
But also breaking paint and also seeing exaggerated smoke coming from barrels can reveal positions. All these things are huge. It's just another way to determine if a bunker is hot. If you see a ton of smoke coming out of there.
Making a big move down the Dorito side. He's going to get the Noobies player. Great job by Chavez, but he does get picked up by the center player there for the Noobies.
You love trades when you're up body, so now it's a 3-on-2 advantage for Pbfit. Now just the wedge and the snake side can for the Noobies.
Scott Stewart fills the Dorito 4 right away after that amazing move by Chavez. Look for Colt Lukow to go up the center here. Hunting. He's going to try to go through.
He might get caught. Yeah, he gets caught by the Dorito
bad information there given to Colt Lukow, thinking there was somebody in the center. There's not.
No, he was going for that Dorito wedge, but he got caught before he got there. I think he might have thought it was kill 4, but it was actually only kill 3.
It looked
so
like
now it's a 2-on-2. Pbfit getting out to the snake insert. They're also deep on the Dorito side. These two Noobies players have been crossed up for this entire game, coming up on 3 minutes and 30 seconds. A long point out here.
Yeah, I think they lost that Noobies player. They thought maybe he was in the 50 brick on the snake side instead because of how Colt's gun was.
Trent Mason realizing that he has no pods left and you can't pick up paint on the ground in this situation, so look for Trent Mason to try to make something happen.
Scott Stewart launching down the Dorito side.
That's huge, and I think he's going to shoot the Noobies player in the back here. No, the Noobies player switches to be heads up. Both Noobies players switch to be heads up. Trent Mason now getting into the snake. He only has what's left in his hopper. Oh, the Noobies player launching. He did not get the Pbfit player, so it's a 2-on-1 situation. Trent Mason, he's got the red light on his hopper, letting him know that he's low on paint. Probably 10 balls left in Trent Mason's hopper as they close out the Noobies in a grinder of a point. Pbfit taking a 1-0 lead.
Great job there by Shoemaker at the end, though, for the Noobies to try to stave that off. But unfortunately, too little too late. So coming on the field now, we are in this set. We also have Arsenal taking on Chicago Distortion. So Chicago Distortion looking very dominant in their matches Friday and Saturday. They pick up Ryan Rodarte, former Infamous player, number 22. Him and Kohler have been running a racket over there on the Dorito side, but they also have an amazing push on the Snake side with the complement of Unger and Haber, with Wank filling out the middle there. So good job by Chicago Distortion there, Team Paintball. We will see if they can keep it up this weekend so far. Arsenal, little tougher road there for them to get into the Sunday, but they have grinded back. Legendary East Coast name, East Coast team. They're going to be in the gray plaid jerseys. Over here, Distortion's going to be in the black and gray jerseys that they've been rocking all weekend long. So let's see what they can do here and who's going to take this win to move on to the next round of semi-pro paintball.
Haber playing some of the most impressive paintball on this field, really dominant on the Snake side, but Arsenal no slouches with good guns on the break. Frame pulling up to shoot someone wide on the Snake side for Distortion. But Haber able to make Snake off the break, coming straight into the Snake 50, looking to cause trouble for Arsenal. But he sits up. I thought he caught one on the inside, but
slipped.
Maybe not. He just slipped. Arsenal into both towers, but Haber already in the 50 Snake. 5 alive for Arsenal.
Always does he get the shot on? He does. He gets the shot on the pod pack from the player in the stand-up Dorito tower, moving into Arsenal's side of the field right now. He's going to try to look inside. He's calling the kill right now to see if he can get the tower. He's letting his teammate know this tower in front of me is stopping me. I also have 2 more guns. So great communication by Haber to not over-gun down the situation.
Well, and also they're up a body now, and so he just wants to communicate and not just take everything into his own hands, wrapping on the inside on that Snake insert. It's very difficult to live in that Snake insert right now for Arsenal. They have 4 alive. They do have forward progression on the Dorito side, but they lose their Snake side tower. So 3 alive. They are in the 50 Dorito, Arsenal is. So their only hope now is to turn the field with Haber all the way onto their side of the field in the Snake. 1 body coming off for Distortion.
Rodarte behind.
But Arsenal
Haber
loses
here.
their Dorito presence, so now it's just the Dorito 1 and the Snake insert with Haber and Arsenal Snake 1. Kind of just a matter of time now for Distortion. The ball's certainly in their court. Arsenal on the cross.
Haber trying to see where these bodies are right now. He knows he has an insert bunker player in front of him. He's trying to double check off the center to make sure this doesn't know he's
trying to shoot him in the foot, and he does.
Great job. Now look at him. So the Dorito side player knows he's there. Last player left alive.
And great job by Haber. He knows it's just Dorito 1. Instead of getting into a gun battle, he tells his boys, and then he comes around.
Phenomenal job there as the rain is pouring down now.
Haber playing the Snake with more pace than anybody in the semi-pro division. He wants to go straight into the Snake 50, and once he's there, he's coming to your side of the field. He's not afraid. He doesn't care what's in front of him.
Atkins feeling the pain right now as he walks off slow. He got shot. As soon as he stood up, he also got some extra paintballs from the wire as well. So, tough one there.
Beanies over masks, chamois over heads.
The chamois move is my favorite.
The chamois, it's kind of nice. It's a little floppy looking.
I'm going to get shot in the head and immediately throw that thing away.
We're seeing a paint bag over a hopper here. I think these guys have speed feeds on their loaders, which in this pouring rain is going to affect your paint.
Yeah, no,
I would have. Paintballs break in the breach. They should be swapping out for lids right now.
I would have gone to the booth and been like, hey, I need a lid. I will sell my soul for a lid for Sunday Paintball.
Please give me a lid.
Yeah, lids. So lids and visors are crucial here when it comes to Sunday Paintball. So
Noobies pulling up. It looks like they're going to go short to the tower and shoot from the Dorito can.
Trying to protect the electronics here in the booth.
Pbfit makes Snake off the break. That's Brody Lukow. He's been their primary threat on that side of the field. Uncontested. Noobies have no one wide on that side of the field. They do get 5 out alive. It's a 5-on-5 breakout. Chavez backed up off the Dorito 1 to make sure no one joins Lukow and the Snake. Lukow shooting cross field blows up Mike Mesa easily. 5-on-4 advantage for Paintball Fit. 5-on-3, Colt Lukow's calling, one of the best communicators in the division, so clearly heard from across field. Filling into that Snake side tower, shooting Dorito away and communicating. think it's the snake can and just the back center now for Noobies, down to their last two bodies as Paintball Fit is in business with 5 alive in full control of this point. Paintball Fit in no hurry to make a mistake here, up a point and up 3 bodies. Colt using names, saying Brody 5-on-3, letting him know the exact situation. Brody Lukow now crawling onto Newbie side of the field.
Well, they know he's there, though, as they're peppering that Snake 2 on the Newbie side of the field.
But they're going to throw the towel because they have no shot with Paintball Fit slowly moving up the field. So going to try to preserve clock and go down 2-0.
Yeah, rain really starting to come down right now, making things a little difficult.
You know, the other thing that happens in the rain is you get those squirrely balls. Some water gets into your barrel through the bores. So off the break shooting can really be affected by that in those situations where each ball is so critical when you're pulling up and trying to shoot a snake runner. Success for both Paintball Fit and Chicago Distortion running snake off the break. And that was the difference in both these matches so far.
Yeah, so let's see if Chicago Distortion can continue their dominant run so far, as Haber really doing a phenomenal job in the snake. Up by 1, plenty of time left to go for Arsenal in this match. Again, thank you. A big shout out to all of our sponsors out there. As you can see on the bottom of the screen, ProSharp Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Die Paintball, Sup Air, DLX Technologies, helping us out here, trying to provide an amazing experience out here. As you can see, off the breakout again.
That's Haber.
Hey, they just can't stop Haber. They might as well just let him start in the snake at this
Distortion
point.
does lose one off the break, but Arsenal also gets into the snake off the break, so we got a great snake battle developing. Haber checks off to see if that wedge is there.
I think
Arsenal.
Haber broke his lid off in the dive.
Oh, Arsenal comes and gets him. They're going to trade.
Yeah, that's the best case scenario from Arsenal right there. Aruda coming down and getting Haber.
Well, they're also up body, so you love trades when you're up body. So I believe it's a 4-on-3 advantage for Arsenal, and they fill the snake, but Distortion going to match them.
So great fill in here by Unger, who's been the 1-2 punch. He's got to be careful, though. Oh, little slide. Ooh, oh, my goodness.
They're going to trade.
Wow, great job. Great trade there.
Unger misses his first ball on the Arsenal player, and you don't like trades down body, so
Wind
Arsenal
picking up a little bit here.
Wind picking up, that's going to affect paint in the air. Arsenal, I believe, with 3 bodies and just 2 left alive for Distortion. Distortion has the snake side can for sure, and they're in the Dorito 3. I don't think Arsenal knows where they are. Fram, number 12, checking over the top, trying to figure out where these last Distortion bodies are. They also have someone on the Dorito side. Fram owns the snake in the boonie hat, checking inside, trying to get the information. It might be a 2-on-2 here.
Wank behind him there.
Oh, both players in the snake now. Fram going to come over the top, gets a kill across field, then looks inside, and they trade. Oh, no, Fram gets him clean, I think. I thought he took a shot there, but maybe not. Wow, so bringing a very methodical, calculated point here back. Great job by Arsenal getting the kill off the break. And then the trade in the snake, and then trading again, right? When you're up bodies, you love trades. You want to take those bodies off the field and maintain your body advantage. Yeah, I think that's going to be the keys to success here for Arsenal, is getting Haber out the field early. And notice, Haber is not pulling up to shoot at the box because the box is going to be really muddy out here, right? So he can't pop and shoot and then run snake because he can't trust that he'll be able to get a good step off the box. Ran snake straight to the snake off the break. Was able to make it and then trade out. Yeah, if you see on your screen when you watch that one back, you see Haber actually snaps his lid off on the way in on the dive. Now looking at Paintball Fit with a 2-0 lead over the Noobies. Paintball Fit looking very strong out here. And again, top left-hand corner of the screen, you're going to see there, it is 9/11, so the anniversary of 9/11 here. So again, thank you to all of our troops, first responders out there, doing everything that you do. So appreciate everybody out there, firefighters, police, as we're looking into this great break. Newbies making it to the snake off the break, but they do lose a body. Paintball Fit out to the snake Aztec. And Rogers here in the snake. 2 bodies coming off for the Newbies. Yeah, great shot there down the wire by Rogers from Pbfit. Mike Mesa, right now, not very happy, dumping this paint. You did say paint issues were going to play a factor here, and it looks like they are for the Newbies. Newbies are in the snake, but they're down bodies. I think they just have 2 bodies left alive, so really going to try to make something happen. But Paintball Fit knows he's there, so the Newbies are going to throw the towel and save him some punishment as the rain pours down here. You know, it's interesting because oftentimes the rain is thought of as an equalizer. Things get a little sloppy, sometimes thought of as a benefit to the lesser teams, making things a little bit equal. As we try to hang a tarp here and protect our equipment from the rain, you can hear it pouring against the roof of our tent, getting picked up by the mics.
Yeah, so if you're just now tuning in, we are expecting rain all day long here. This is supposed to be the worst of it for right now, so definitely, Chicago Distortion, Arsenal's Fit, Noobies getting the worst of it. The end of the last semi-pro set did see some rain, but nowhere near as bad as this, as the wind is now also picking up. You can see the rain there coming in sideways.
Windy City Major, rainy City Major. This field's going to be muddy. That's going to affect play for the rest of the day, even if the rain stops. But good teams find ways to overcome all adversity. As you're looking at the Arsenal breakout, they're going to go snake off the break, and he's going to make it. Chicago Distortion also gets Haber into the snake. They're sending Haber every time out here. Arsenal gets in the Dorito side wedge, actually going into the Dorito side brick. He overslides. They lose 2 bodies simultaneously, so 5-on-3 advantage for Distortion. Arsenal crawling into the 50 snake. Haber doesn't know he's there. Haber somehow understands. I think Haber just had a spidey sense there and crawls back into the snake too. Amazing awareness. I don't even think the Arsenal player gave himself away. Maybe Haber heard him breathe, but a great retreat as Arsenal loses another body down to just their Dorito 3 player and their 50 snake player. Haber in the snake 2 trying to figure out the situation. Spidey senses tingling. He knows someone's in front of him, but doesn't know where. 1 Distortion player coming off. I think Arsenal has lost their Dorito player.
Got to be careful
It's
here.
the last player in the 50 snake, and he's on his belly. This is a really interesting situation where Distortion has a lot of bodies.
So Arsenal here taking a move out of Archie Barnes Jr.
But Haber reads it perfectly and gets him clean. Amazing job. I have no idea how Haber knew there was a 50 snake player there. They went snake off the break. He crawled the inside route and waited there forever. Haber off the break goes 50 snake and crawls back from snake 2. The Arsenal player didn't shoot, didn't hit the bunker, didn't talk, but Haber somehow knew he was there. I think he said, you know what? They got into the snake. I never saw him come off. I'm going to assume he's in the 50 waiting for me. Really, really high level play by Haber. Always assume the snake is hot. It's one of the oldest adages of paintball.
Yeah, I'd love to see the passion there from number 99, Dan Sensi, as he hangs that buzzer and yelling off the field. He's feeling it now.
We saw a lot of close games between high-ranked teams on the semi-pro field. Sunday morning, it's blowout city over here. Let's see if the Noobies can mount a comeback. Paintball Fit up 3-0.
As we're looking at both teams here, you can see chamois over heads. I love it. This is my favorite thing to see. Mike Mesa there with no name on the back of his jersey, throwing the yellow chamois down as he goes to the breakout. Big breakout from both teams, as you can see, both getting into the snake. Let's see if they can get up to the 50. Who's going to be the first one to the 50 as the battle's going down right now? It's Rogers going to get into the 50 first. Like Mike always says, first one to hear the gun is the one that's going to go. So both.
They should,
Colt Lukow is screaming at Rogers that there's a snake player on the other side of him, but he has his gun down. Got to be careful of the bunker. Oh, good job,
baby! A pain game barrel on the skin, and the Noobies also getting a penalty at the same time. That's a bloody welt right there.
Yeah.
The ref
ran into each other there,
saying
so
nothing. All clean play right there. It's a little sloppy.
Noobies lose Trent Mason there as well.
You mean Paintball Fit?
Or Paintball Fit, yes, lose Trent Mason.
So Colt is alive. I'm not sure if the Noobies have anyone left alive. It's been bombs going off for the Noobies each point. Colt doesn't have to do anything. He knows he has a 3-point lead. The Noobies are about to blow the towel.
I think Chavez and Scott Stewart absolutely doing work over there on the Dorito side.
Colt screaming at Rogers, shrieking, shrill voice. Rogers!
Yeah, he's letting him know, like, there is another guy on the other side of you. What are you doing? So great pickup by Rogers as he was able to tuck in, but both players knew they had to go at the exact same time. So yeah, that was a tough one there by the Noobies as, if he'd have picked that up, almost bad for Rogers though, because Rogers had his gun down reloading when that Noobies player was coming out. Just picked it up in time.
I wonder if the rain played a factor there too, and both guys shot inside and neither one heard the gun at first. It was kind of crazy to see. But the issue for the Noobies is not that trade on the Snake side. It's that they're dying out of the back line in pairs and they get a minor penalty. So the Noobies coming out highly flat against Paintball Fit, who takes a commanding 4-0 lead.
So it looks like right now, the Noobies really need, their Dorito side players really need to pick it up as Pbfit has a more dominant side.
2-1 lead for Distortion here against Arsenal.
10 minutes left to go.
Little technical timeout here before the 10-second burn.
Rain is starting to slow down a little bit, which is good. Wind still a factor.
Haber's gone Snake off the break, all 3 points. Yesterday they were trying to vary his breakouts so as not to be too scoutable, but today on Sunday they seem less concerned with that. Snake off the break has been really makeable today. Teams were wary of running that too much in the prelims, afraid of getting shot over there, but in the rain, everyone's running Snake off the breakout here. As we come into the breakout, Distortion nursing a 1-point lead with 10 minutes and 19 seconds left. They pull up short. They send Haber to the tower. Oh, no. And then across into the Snake. Arsenal also sending a player off the break. Haber. We hear Arsenal calling red alert. That usually means that someone's in the Snake. Haber gunned up down the wire. Arsenal getting on his stomach. Just going to wait for Haber and try to get the trade from him. Distortion with not much penetration on the D side, but they do have a player in that tower trying to hold up any advance on the Dorito side for Arsenal. Haber now crawling into the 50 Snake. Arsenal's already there.
Oh, wow.
Leans his gun around
twice. That's a penalty.
Arsenal,
that is an absolute penalty.
Oh, man. Haber came around twice right there. Shot him on the first one. Comes around again. Arsenal shoots him with a ton of hits on him.
Yeah.
The refs call it a clean trade. It is what it is. You got to live with the calls out here. Distortion able to take advantage and fill into the 50 Snake.
Yeah,
I think he's going to get another kill off that Arsenal player filling into the back line. Just 3 bodies left alive for Arsenal. I believe Distortion has 4. That's 23. Wenk.
Yeah.
He's played well as a 2 and a 3. Arsenal does get into the 50 wall on the Dorito side. So trying to turn the field on Distortion, who owns all the good real estate on the Snake side. They have Rodarte in the Dorito can.
That Sensi up there in the center is in the tower on the. Yes, that's Sensi there in the tower on the Snake side, letting Wank know what's going on.
So 4 players alive for Distortion, 3 left for Arsenal, down 1.
Is Sensi's gun down? He's just yelling.
It might be.
He's trapped right now.
Arsenal now in the Snake, gunning up down the wire. Let's see if Wank feels the paint flying behind him. He's concerned with the 50 wall on the Dorito side right now, looking at 21 Adams, who knows that Distortion has the 50 Snake.
Yeah, Atkins there in the Snake, looking at that wire, trying to see if he can get that shot on Wank. Ooh, Wank head checks over the top, though. Knows he's there now.
The Snake tower for Distortion threw a pod, I think, to Wank, but I'm not sure why.
Yeah, as you can see on your screen there,
Wank pops the top, does not shoot Adams.
Oh, he's trying to get him over that cut. Oh. Got to watch the drop shot coming over from the brick on the Dorito side as he's looking across. He's got Sensi trapped. Great progression there on the Dorito side.
Who wraps the inside over the top, and I thought he shot.
Here he comes. He gets him now.
He actually shot him the first time in Arsenal. He got a minor for it. The Arsenal player did.
Wow, Wank just dunks on that Arsenal player. That's a tough one.
When he wrapped the 50 Snake on the inside, he actually shot the Arsenal player, who then drew a minor. I'm not sure if Arsenal had a body to fulfill that, so they might be starting down a body in the next point. Great point by Distortion. They're really pushing the issue on the Snake side, and their 2s and 3s are filling up after the chaos that Haber creates.
And the depth of Distortion right now, they're sending out different line of players right now to help really keep those legs fresh and warm. It does, last thing you want to do is run a player too much. They get injured, on a dive or on a slide because of this weather. So great job.
We're getting the update from Rob.
Okay. Okay,
Rob
perfect.
saying the penalty happened before the towel.
All right, so all right, so Rob, the ultimate here. If you're unfamiliar with the way it works over here, so there's refs on the field in black and white. There's a head ref in red and white, and then we have an ultimate on the side of the field here, which is Rob on the premier field, letting us know that Arsenal is starting down one body. Arsenal not happy about it right now as he is having words with Rob in the pit.
It's a good call, though. Wank did shoot that snake player in the hopper who continued to play on, and they didn't have a body to fulfill the penalty. Arsenal flipping out, but they're barking up the wrong tree. Rob is firm in his calls over here. Meanwhile, the Noobies trying to stave off a mercy rule defeat at the hands of Paintball Fit. They run Snake off the break.
Oh, they shoot Brody in the head on the break, though, so great job there by the Noobies.
5-on-4 advantage for the Noobies. They know he's in the Snake. Holt Lukau is the most audible player out here communicating. You can hear him so clearly, even with these Audio-Technica headphones on. Noobies filling into both towers. Now, they shoot another player for, I think it might have been Chavez coming off the Doritos side. So 5-on-3 advantage for the Noobies. They have to have this point. 7 minutes and 38 seconds left. Plenty of time still in the match, but have to have this point facing the mercy rule defeat. They get into the 50 Snake. He's going to check off the brick, check off the wedge, and now he's going to wrap inside and go hunting for kills. That's number 24 in there for the Noobies.
Oh, you can see the mud pit right now.
Oh, wow. Snake. But Paintball Fit, Stewart, is in the juice box in the center. He trades with the Noobies player. But then the Noobies pick him up and are able to clean that up.
Oh, and they get Trent Mason and Luck out of the back.
Denton, number 24, who had a great game out of the center here. And number 11 coming through and closing things for the Noobies. He is going to overslide and end up out of bounds. But the Noobies are going to have enough bodies to run it in and cut the lead to 3 once they figure out that there's no more Paintball Fit bodies alive. They really should hustle this one in. Down 4. Stetton finally does.
So Noobies doing exactly what they need to do, not to get mercy ruled in that situation. 6 minutes left to go. Now only have to come up by 3, which is it was just completely doable, which is nice. So let's see if Noobies can swing the momentum here on Pbfit and keep up the roll of points.
And Mike Mesa's going to go in there and try to inspire his guys. Down 3, 6:45, far from over in this match. Atkins over here still arguing the call with Rob, using some choice language.
So 98, Sensi getting his start there. Haber, number 2. Sensi going out there with 3 cases of paint on his back.
A ton of paint. You got to hold those lanes for so long if you want to maintain your positional advantages on the wire.
Rodarte, number 22. Wank, number 23. Let's see who the next body is going to be for Distortion coming out. I would maybe Kohler. Kohler's usually the second player there on the Dorito side, trying to see. I'm also trying to keep the electronics from getting wet.
Arsenal with only 4 bodies off the break.
Yeah, but Distortion only has 4 bodies too.
Let's see if another one comes out.
There we go. It is Kohler.
So 8 seconds till this point is going to start. Arsenal down 2 and also down a body off the break. Could really use a kill off the break to even things up. Haber pulling up at the box, and now he's going to run the snake.
Oh, there he is.
Signature move. Does not get shot doing it.
Oh, he does. They finally pick him up on that move. So great job by Arsenal to get Haber out of there. And they lose another one.
So it's 3-on-3 because Arsenal has also lost a body. They have both cans in the back and Snake 2. Positional advantage for Arsenal, evening things up. But now Distortion going to get into the Snake as well. Chaotic beginning to this point.
Yeah,
communication is going to determine this one now. Wank getting into the 50 Snake. I don't think the Arsenal player knows he's there.
And just excellent move by Wank, not hitting that bunker, getting in there, but he does bump it a little bit. Arsenal has to know he's in there, so one of 2 things is going to happen. Snap it. Oh my goodness, what a snap.
Double claps him in the face. Ramirez, number 17. Arsenal with a 3-player to 2 advantage, down 2 points with 6:43 on the clock, able to overcome the short-handed start after the penalty, the last point. Atkins now going to hunt for a kill on that Snakeside tower. However, Distortion does get into the juice box on the Dorito side.
Yeah, Ramirez owns this entire side now. So if he doesn't, he can just, tower, switch sides. I was looking at him.
Well, he's just making sure that he doesn't have a corner and doesn't have a snake insert. He's asking what else. He gets the 40 call from his back player, meaning something on the Dorito side. They're in the 50 wall on the Dorito side. Distortion has the tower on the snake side and the 50 wall on the Dorito side. Arsenal has the Dorito one, the snake can, and the 50 snake. Nothing stopping Ramirez. Ramirez can go and wrap on, and it's exactly what he's going to do. He's about to blow up this tower.
Yeah, since he switched his gun the wrong side.
Ramirez blows up the tower, so it's just the Dorito player for Distortion, but he does kill the Dorito one for Arsenal. The Arsenal snake can player has picked it up. Great communication by Ramirez to let him know.
Ramirez is going to go hit the buzzer. He's not worried about that player on the Dorito. Oh, he does stop.
He wants to shoot him.
Ramirez stat stuff in here.
He shoots him. He checks his pack, and now he's going to hit the buzzer. Good job to check himself. Awesome point by Arsenal. That's a huge momentum swing to come out short-handed, starting with 4 bodies and win the point to cut the lead to 1.
2 huge moves that happened there was the off-the-break shot to get Haber off the field, and then Ramirez with that amazing snapshot down the wire. I mean, those 2 things single-handedly brought Arsenal back in this game.
Yeah, it's huge. Wire dominance is massive, right? So Ramirez was already out on the wire just waiting for the Distortion player to come out on him. Distortion snaps out, but Ramirez takes advantage of his wire presence on the post, double claps him in the face. Like I said before in that Blast Camp match, that first ball is all that matters out here on Sunday.
Yeah, so right now, Noobies coming back on the field after staving off the mercy rule loss. They are now only down by 3, 6 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. 20 seconds until we start this next point. Rain has slowed down quite a bit. Wind not as bad. So, again, if you're just now tuning in, we do have some more great action coming up. After this set, we have the Division II NRG Elite Alpha versus one of the winners from the first set, Keystone Missouri All-Stars versus someone in that set as well. Next, Division II action. Here in the semi-pro action, though, we have Noobies taking on Pbfit, 1-4. Both teams big moves out to the snake, over-sliding a little bit, but not getting caught, so great job. As Stettin, number 24 for the Noobies, going to check his hopper, reload. Everything's good to go there. But Pbfit looks like Trent Mason down the wire right now. Snake battle developing. Colt Lukow screaming his mind off right now, letting him know there's someone in the snake. That's the one thing. Colt Lukow almost dominant.
Brody Lukow, I think, in the snake for Pbfit.
Is that Brody?
Yeah, it's Brody.
Okay, it's Brody. I thought it was Trent Mason.
Lukow. Stettin with wire dominance.
Brody's got to be careful. Stop popping out in the same spot.
There's actually no reason to gun battle this guy right now with a lead, but I think he just wants to show that he drills more. Paintball Fit with a 3-point lead.
Yeah, watch his knee too. His knee's going to get hit if he doesn't be careful.
They're going to lose their Dorito side wedge player. The Noobies also lose a player though.
Yeah, got to be careful right now, Brody, as there's someone shooting cross field on him now. So does he get the shot on the tower though? Let's see.
No, the Dorito tower's still alive, and then Brody dies over the top, over battling.
Oh, no, Brody stands up there, and the insert bunker to the snake just peels his face off on the stand-up. So just a little bit of a mental mistake there, not understanding where the bodies were by Brody.
Well, big overextension, too. No need to do that with the lead. Now the Noobies getting on their horses. Coming in through the center on the snake side. Rick, it's just the 2 cans in the back. Colt Lukow is
DeVivo there storming up the center.
Colt Lukow is flame throwing in the can. He knocks over the can. Wow, just the Cali.
Oh my goodness.
Trent Mason.
Colt Lukow is going to take about 50 paintballs on that one. Oh, and 2 more on the way out. Golly. Good.
So Noobies 2 unanswered to cut the lead in half. This game far from over, facing a mercy rule defeat. Now they cut the lead to 2 with 5 minutes left. Colt Lukow knocks over that can. Takes a bunch. He was also smashing paint. He's going to take off his barrel and look down.
Look at that. So you can see all the hits on Colt Lukow as he tried to survive that bunker. Unfortunately, the muddy ground knocked the bunker over as the stakes came out.
Yeah, I think stakes in muddy ground, and Colt Lukow is not a small person. So trying to get really tight in there knocks the can over.
Yeah, so again, out here, savages are eating, and you are going to see quite a bit of overshooting and bonus balling going on as well. As sometimes it's unintentional, sometimes it's definitely intentional. So
the snake battle has been really interesting today because everyone's making it off the break today, and that was not the case in the prelims. So mud, wind, rain, all playing a factor in making the snake a more viable bunker off the break today.
Absolutely. So all of you out there watching this live and free live stream all weekend long here on the NXL Premier Field, appreciate all of you out there. We do need you, if you can, like, share, comment, follow, subscribe, do everything you can possibly do. We are out here trying to grow the sport. And again, we're just trying to give you the best commentating experience. We've upgraded our cameras. We've done a bunch of stuff just for you out there at home and for all these semi-pro teams out here. So thank you so much for all of that. Again, if you leave a comment down below, we will try to answer it as well as we get into this amazing semi-pro action right here. Arsenal taking on Chicago Distortion. Arsenal really bringing the momentum back in that one, and getting a great snapshot and some moves there on Distortion, shutting down Haber, who's been a huge proponent of them. Again, though a little bit of a timeout going on right now, you can see all the mud and rain on the field. It has been absolutely crazy out here. So shout out to all of our sponsors: ProShar Paintball, Planet Eclipse, GI Sports, HK Army, LoneWolfPaintball.com, Die Paintball, Sup Air, and DLX Lux. So, Mike, over to you real quick. What have you liked so far about this field between these two teams?
I mean, Haber is one of the most dominant players playing out here, and Distortion does a really good job of moving off of the chaos that he creates. Their 2s and 3s are always in position to fill. Ryan Rodarte playing out of the back on the Dorito side, but he gets into the action up the center.
Okay. That sounds great.
The mud's going to last out here. So even though the rain has stopped, but the mud will remain.
All right, we got Walker from Carbon Paintball came over just to give us some love and say thank you for everything we're doing. So we might see him later on today as a special guest as well.
Arsenal down 1, 5:28 on the clock. They run snake off the break. He gets shot, though, so Distortion going to be up a body off the break. They send Haber to the snake side tower. They lose a body, so it's 4-on-4. Distortion in the snake side tower. Neither team with much progression. Arsenal going to try to fill out to that snake insert, but he overslides it a little bit in the muddy situation.
We got our ref taking Haber's marker here right now.
So 4-on-3 advantage for Distortion. Rodarte filling into Haber is in the snake side tower.
Oh, that was Wank's marker. I'm sorry. 2
bodies left alive for Arsenal. They're in the back center in the Dorito can. Really tough situation here as Distortion's going to fill out into the snake. Late dive because there's no one over there.
You got Dan Sensi here.
Sensi stopping as the back player to let Haber know exactly what's happening. Haber talking back. Really good communication from Distortion. High-level experience paintball. Sensi now going to crawl into the 50 snake and look to eat. Those back center players don't always get these nice opportunities to catch people in the back.
So Sensi looks a little uncontested in the snake right now. I don't think that he knows he can go all the way down into the snake.
He has a lead. He's not going to try to put forth the issue unnecessarily as Distortion's going to go for a slow strangulation on Arsenal on those terrible back 2 bunkers. Content. This is a great choice to run off time on the clock. Just 1 body left alive. Arsenal's going to throw the towel.
Oh, wow. Great job by Sensi there to really, like you said, not push the pressure. They know they have a lead.
You're going to go up 2, right? You're thinking we've won this point already. Just don't allow Arsenal to run down one of our guys and we go up 2, burn time off the clock.
Absolutely.
Great execution by Arsenal to go up 2 points by Distortion to go up 2 points on Arsenal. Another 2-point game here with Paintball Fit and Noobies. Noobies having scored 2 unanswered points, looking to maintain and build that momentum and crawl back against Paintball Fit. Noobies have started running snake off the break with Stetton, number 24, and it's really changed the game over here. Paintball Fit prefers pocket ball, and they've struggled to shoot the snake off the break all tournament long. Noobies, instead of falling into the trap of trying to out-pocket Paintball Fit, are now bringing the action to them. We're looking at Colonel Kurtz, the Heart of Darkness, number 2 on the Dorito side. He's been making moves up there all weekend long, backed up by Mike Mesa typically. DeVivo, number 11, has been dynamic up the center for Noobies. Schumacher, playing out of one of those back cans, has played great for the Noobies. Really strong, high-level play. All the teams that have had disciplined zone control and great communication have really succeeded out here.
You know, I want to say something about the Pbfit team here. It's great to see Rogers getting the starting spin over here. We hadn't seen him too much during the prelims, just a couple matches, but he is getting the majority of the spins, along with, looks like, Scott Stewart. It's going to be Trent Mason, Chavez, and Colt Lukow on this side. So
Mesa sitting this point, he's saying watch out for the center push from Paintball Fit, which is a savvy call. Paintball Fit doesn't always like to push wide on either side. Sometimes they send Chavez to that Dorito 1, just have him shoot inside to keep teams out of the snake. So Mesa telling them to watch out for that center. Colt's going to try to shoot the snake off the break. The Noobies run it with Stetton. He makes it.
Great job by Stetton to get into Snake 2 there immediately. He is matched up there.
Brody Lukow gets shot off the break, so the Noobies 5-on-4.
Oh my goodness.
And owning the Snake side. No one wide on the Snake side for Paintball Fit, and all 5 bodies alive for the Noobies. You're looking at their Dorito Snake tower player holding off a Dorito side push, and now crawling into the 50 Snake. Paintball Fit in trouble with no one wide and no one up the center. They're trying to use their field knowledge and hammer bounce shots. 5-on-4 advantage. Stetton comes up and checks off the Dorito wedge for a Paintball Fit.
A great job here by Stetton to lock things down.
Yeah, it's just the back center. Both cans in the Dorito 1 for Paintball Fit. Stuck in that back line while the Noobies are in the 50 Snake. Things are going to get dicey for Paintball Fit if Stetton decides to crawl forward onto Fit's side of the field. He's uncontested over here. No one can shoot his pack if he crawls forward.
Yeah, Stetton just needs to get on his belly real quick and get up here.
I think Colt Lukow's going to try to catch him in the pack if he crawls around. There's a little gap here between the back center and the 50 Snake. Colt is really keyed up on that. Yeah, he's shooting off the edge of his own Snake 2 to try to bounce one in on Stetton and keep him from going forward.
High-level play there by Colt Lukow. Just one of the most amazing back players.
But now he has to switch his gun to the Dorito side as the Noobies understand that the pressure is on Stetton, so they filter out off that. They're in the juice box in the center. That's Schumacher. They're also in the Snake brick.
I want to say it's DeVivo, number 11, that moved up to the brick there.
Stetton saying the 100 in the Utah on me, communicating with his boys. Noobies really filtering up to the 40 and 50 yard line, trying to pinch out, and they do get a kill on Colt out of the back center.
And they
killed Chavez in the Dorito 1. It's just a matter of time before they shoot these can players. Those spots are going to get really tight really quick. The Noobies have changed the game by running Snake off the break.
Wow, so they do peel up the center player, streaking up the middle, but it looks like
3-on-1. And then they peel off Trent Mason. Great comeback by the Noobies to pull this to a 1-point game.
With 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go.
I've been saying it all tournament. Paintball Fit cannot shoot the Snake off the break, and if they don't find a way to kill Stetton going Snake off the break, and they can't get Brody in there, the Noobies are going to tie this game up.
So amazing job here by the Noobies to storm back.
Mike Mesa fired up in the pits over here. DeVivo, Kapinski wiping people off.
Got Damian Vasquez here, former Noobies players, current Dynasty Pro, helping them out as well. So great job all around here by the Noobies.
And it's so hard to do that. You're facing Mercy Roll, and now it's a 1-point game. That's belief. That's understanding and making the necessary adjustments to bring the action to Paintball Fit. And Paintball Fit, we talked about this. Blast Camp's already moved on. If Paintball Fit can't take care of the Noobies here, huge series and pro spot implications there.
Yeah, especially because Notorious won their match, so they move on. They're in the 3rd place spot right now, so Pbfit could damage their season contention right here if they do lose this match.
Right, and let's not jump the gun. They're still playing with a lead, right?
Absolutely.
And they lock this field down better than anyone. But coming back into Distortion and Arsenal trying to crawl back as well. Down 2 against Distortion with 4 minutes left. These matches are great, Vince. We're blessed to be out here watching this paintball as Arsenal goes into Dorito 3. No, he gets shot off the break, so 5-on-4 advantage for Distortion.
So seeing Doyle there in the center, pumping paint towards that Dorito side, trying to catch anybody moving out there as Rodarte makes a good move in Distortion up the field. So
another Arsenal player coming off. So it's a 5-on-3 advantage for Distortion. Arsenal just in the snake side tower, the snake insert, and the Dorito side can. So down points and down bodies and adverse positions with only 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Look for Distortion to close this one methodically and slowly and try to take time off the clock here. They don't have to run into the Arsenal guns. They can take all day here. I think that was Rodarte streaking up the Dorito side there. No, Rodarte's in the Dorito can or Dorito tower, just trying to make sure no one gets into the snake for Arsenal. He's holding up Fram, number 12, or maybe that's Ramirez in the snake insert for Arsenal. Neither team in the snake. Distortion not very interested in going everywhere. They're crossed up in the towers.
Yeah, they are literally great now. Distortion's just holding their guns. They all walked out there with a ton of paint. They do not want to let Arsenal move up the field, but Wank there, you can see on your screen, he was shooting towards the snake side. Now switched to the Arsenal. So number 17.
That's Ramirez.
Ramirez here trying to shoot across, keep Wank from moving.
But that's not what's important right now. You need to generate offense. They do get a kill for Distortion. So Arsenal crawling back 3 alive in forward progress on the Dorito side. They're into the juice box. That's going to make it a little bit harder for Distortion to live in those towers. They do get out wide into the Dorito brick.
Sensi big move,
and he catches Doyle and then spins around. I don't think he shot the Arsenal player in the juice box.
No, he did not.
One ref's coming over in there to look at his knee.
Ramirez getting into the snake.
They're gonna pull a minor on Distortion.
Oh, really?
Yep, they're gonna pull another player for Distortion. So Arsenal right back in this. Ramirez, number 17. I don't think he knows that there's a snake side wedge there.
I don't think he does either. So
and Wank also slid out into the snake corner. And shoots Ramirez from the center. Just one Arsenal player alive in the 50 wall. Looking at 2 Distortion players down 2 in a must-win situation with only a minute 30 left. He does shoot one. It's a one-on-one. He's going for the buzzer, and the Distortion player never saw him. Arsenal's going to hit the buzzer right here.
Oh, he's going to steal the point.
The lead to 1. Arsenal in a 3-on-5 must-win situation. Finds a way. Distortion with a horribly timed minor penalty and an unnecessary run down the wire. What a game we have here, Vince.
So in a situation like that, if you have the lead, there, do you try to protect your buzzer or you try to make the move? Because points margin doesn't matter here.
You don't. I tell you what you don't do. You don't run down the wire and get a minor penalty in a completely unnecessary situation. You're in a 4-on-3. Let Arsenal make the mistake. You can't make the mistake. That's what opened the door. And great awareness by the Arsenal player. I don't need to win a 1-on-1 here. He doesn't know where I am. I'm going to hit the buzzer.
So it looks like we got Trent Mason, Chavez, Mike Diaz, owner of XXV The Label, amazing shirt company. Looks like we're going to have Brody Lukow and Scott Stewart coming back out. So they're going to sit Colt Lukow on this one. Expect Diaz to pick up that role.
Well, you know why? Because he's not shooting the snake off the break. Colt's a great player, great communicator, but they need to be able to shoot Stenton running snake off the break. That's been the difference in this game.
So look for heavy guns to try to stop that snake pressure.
Stenton 24 is going to go, I don't know, I think he might go corner here.
We're about to find out.
Stenton. Nope, he goes snake off the break. He's going to make himself up.
And they hit him in the face. They finally get him.
I think that was Stewart going to the tower shooting for the overslide. So Brody Lukow is going to be alone here in the snake. Crawling in here with the beanie over his mask. Noobies with 4 bodies alive, down 1, 2:24 left on the clock. Brody Lukow looking to get on the wrap here and cause some damage. So pops the top, tries to shoot the snake can, unable to do it. Paintball Fit with a 1-point lead and 2 minutes left on the clock in the 50 snake. If I'm Brody Lukow, I'm drawing guns here. I'm not trying to engage too much, but he's hunting for kills. Mike Mesa slides out into the Dorito 1. Brody Lukow picks it up. Lucky Mike Mesa didn't get shot there.
So time to wrap the wire and start hacking and stacking here.
Yeah, he's going for kills. He's going to the Noobies side of the field.
See if he can get that shot across.
I'm trying to kill time here if I'm him.
Trent Mason behind him here. All right,
so the Noobies blow the horn.
Okay, we do get a good concession here from the Noobies to save some time. Only down by 2. Plenty of time left to go. Okay.
Yeah.
So confirmation from the Ultimate here. Rob letting us know that for that player for the Distortion that ran down the center, he got absolutely destroyed and still decided to try to shoot the player. Missed him. That's why it was a minor, not a major.
Right. So Arsenal down 1, minute 20, must-win point here to tie.
Coming up here, we have some great D2 action at the conclusion of these points. So NRG Elite Alpha taking on either Struggle or East Coast Effect, and then KC Missouri All-Stars. Hometown team of mine. Got a lot of friends on that team. So
you're going to be unbiased when you're calling it, though, right?
I was going to say I'm going to be able to give some very good and clear commentating on who those players are because I know them.
There you go. No bias out here from any of your color commentators ever. So, yeah, that's the one thing, though, too, is having these, it's nice to have these local guys come in here, but as we're getting ready for this breakout right now. Yeah, 12 seconds left. They paused it.
Gotcha. So I was going to say, so a little bit of technical timeout right now as they start working through some things to try to get some of these bunkers blowing up, clean some things off. I was going to say the nice thing about having some of these local guys out here that you know from your field, PMOB guys very well, some other, some CWE power guys, which was really great in that match. To help commentate. That's what we're trying to do. We're just trying to grow the sport out here, trying to give everybody a platform to show off their talents. So again, providing this live stream free all weekend long at all the major events. So today is Sunday, so definitely the finals day. If you've missed any of the action so far, you can go back on the NXL Facebook page and watch all this back as we're looking at Distortion getting ready to break out.
1 point game here, 1:20 on the clock. Must win for Arsenal. Distortion pulling up Haber to the snake side tower, keeping him short and alive, rolling his guns. Ref running in on Arsenal. Arsenal's going to get a minor penalty. Critical, bad timing there on that one. Distortion calling it out. 5 alive, rolling their guns.
And Distortion sitting in the back line. They're not wanting to make
the back line. Oh yeah, Distortion in the back line. Arsenal with very little progress and few bodies left alive, but they really can't blow the horn.
Arsenal pushing on the Dorito side right now, getting to the 50-yard line brick. It's a 3-on-5 body advantage going to door. 2-on-5.
Just 2 alive for Arsenal. Horrible situation. I don't think they're going to be able to generate the offense with the way Distortion's lined up here, so they blow the horn.
Through the towel, 40 seconds left.
20 seconds per point to try to tie it. Really unlikely situation. Crazy things do happen out here on paintball fields, but Distortion looking like they're going to handle business.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a rough couple or seconds here for Arsenal, as they can definitely do it. We've seen this happen already, right? We've seen yesterday, we've seen CEP come back in a 10-second point. We've seen this morning, we've seen someone come back as well. Leverage came back at a very quick point to come within 1. So it's definitely doable out here.
2 and 40 seconds, really tough. And it's cool to see Diaz getting another spin. He was able to shoot the snake off the break for the Noobies. That's been the difference here.
All right, so we're getting a update here. So penalty on Arsenal, shot in the pack, playing on.
Noobies down 2 with 1:43. Much more doable situation here. You do have to play with pace. I wonder if they'll send Stenton off the break after he got shot the last one. It looks like he is going to go.
I would expect him to go.
No, he pulls up and shoots at the tower. They want to keep that body alive. They want to be 5-on-5 here.
They do push them very quickly up as both teams get into the 40-yard line wedges, but
Brody gets into the snake off the break. Well, that's the huge difference here. Brody alone on the snake side. And that's going to draw guns and make it very difficult for the Noobies to advance through the center.
They do lose a body. Looks like Mike Diaz walks off. That's Trent Mason. Looks like walks off for Pbfit.
And now Noobies are in the Dorito side brick. He pops the top. He might have gotten shot. The ref going in to check him. Brody in the 50 snake for Paintball Fit. I don't think the Noobies know he's there.
They don't. Now they do now.
Now they pick him up as he backs off the bunker. The snake wedge player trying to keep him in check. Noobies making moves down the Dorito sides. I wonder if that's Kurtz. 60 seconds left. They do lose a body, the Noobies. Make that 2. Only 3 Noobies players alive. So Paintball Fit's 4, I believe. They have Chavez in the Dorito 1, hammering the cross shot all day. Brody Lukow now coming onto the Newbie side of the field, trying to put them away. Diaz dies out of the back, so...
Newbies players streaking up the Dorito side.
Chavez alive, though, and so Paintball Fit is going to weather the attack from the Noobies. I don't know why you're running into hit the buzzer here.
He's not. Definitely waiting. Wait. If I were, I would wait till under the 10 seconds to even touch
it's all over. No need to hit the. Okay.
I
mean, I don't understand it, but whatever.
No, I mean, in this situation,
margin doesn't matter. He's just watching the clock. He's gonna wait for it to burn down to 10. Thank you, Lucal, for not making us watch a meaningless point.
Yeah, with the shade, with the cloud cover out here, the nets, everything, it's very hard to see.
I actually wouldn't even hit the buzzer because why even have the opportunity for a dirty hang? You're up 2, but it also feels nice to hit the buzzer, put the cherry on top of the win. Really great match for Brody Lucal. Over battled in there a little bit at times, but really aggressive. I love the play call by Paintball Fit there, running the snake off the break, taking that risk with a 2-point lead there.
Yeah, and great job there again by Pbfit to hold off the attack from Noobies and take that win. We still have this set right here, 40 seconds left to go. Chicago Distortion versus Arsenal. It will be in X-Ball. Arsenal has to come back 2 points in 40 seconds, so 2 20-second points, or however they can try to work this math out. But the poorly timed minor penalty they got in that last point really put the first nail in the coffin for them.
And it's really tough. You're running up to those towers off the break with a ton of paint on your back, right? Because you have to roll your gun, and you catch a hit in the pack. Not a devious thing when you get shot in the pack and don't know it, but just a tough turn of events for Arsenal, who's now going to have to get on their horses and go. Can't afford to stay behind bunkers rolling their guns. They need 2 points, not 1. Let's see what they go with here. They're going to run snake off the break. They're going to go powering up the center. Guns up. Love to see it. They're not trying to stop. Don't know if I've seen anyone come off for Distortion. Arsenal going to lose 1. Arsenal losing 2. Arsenal losing 3. So this is going to be curtains for Arsenal unless they can somehow down to just Ramirez in the snake. He's all alone with 18 seconds left. Distortion's going to win this match and move on. We're seeing all our favorites, all our top seeds move on out here with Paintball Fit, Chicago Distortion, Austin Notorious. But good for Ramirez in here, getting eaten a little bit to end the tournament, finishing up. Not going to hit the buzzer, but he gets some kills to finish to wrap up his tournament. Good on Arsenal. They battled hard there. Gritty team from the Mid-Atlantic region that's been around for a while in those nice plaid red jerseys.
So top 4 teams in semi-pro all moving on as Blast Camp, Notorious, Pbfit, and Chicago Distortion keep the race alive. So great job by all the semi-pro teams out here. We are going to move into some Division 2 action as NRG Elite Alpha, KC Missouri All-Stars, East Coast Effect, and Struggle are going to be up next. So again, thank you so much, everyone tuning in. I'm Vince from Let's Talk Paintball, joined here by Mike Jeffrey. We are going to go to a quick commercial break, and when we come back, you're going to see the best in Division 2 so far.